In the last class, we have seen about master detail relationship. Today, we will see about junction object and a lookup relation. Now, what is a junction object? What is the purpose of this junction object? Look at the point. I have two custom objects with me, two independent custom objects. They are not associated with each other. I have two custom objects with me which are not associated with each other. One is course object, other one is branch object. What are the list of courses we have? List of branches we have. Name of the course, owner of the course. Name of the branch, owner of the branch. These two are associated with each other. This is how we got it. Now, I have student object. If I want to create the student registration, I have to tell the student belongs to, the student is taking which course and the student is taking which branch. A new student want to register, I have to ask him what is the name of the student, which course he is going to select, which branch he is going to select. So there is I have to select one of the course available in the course object. I have to select one of the branch available in the branch object. So here we have student ID, name of the student. Can I create master detail field on the student object? Can I create master detail on the student object or not? On this object, can I create master detail? Yes or no? Why it is yes? There is no data and it is custom object. If object is a custom and there is no data, I will be allowed to create master detail relation. So I have given student. So I have taken course object as a parent. Right. When I take a course object as a parent, who will be the owner of this record? Whoever is the owner of the course, he will be the owner of the student. Now, can I create one more master detail on the same object? Can I create one more master detail? Right? Why? We can create two master detail fields on an object. We can create two master detail fields on an object. That is the reason we are going for the next. This is how we have taken. Course object was master detail, branch as master detail. What is the first master detail field I have created? Second master detail field I have created? Branch. The first master detail field is called primary master. The second one is called secondary master. Primary master, secondary master. Choose the course. Choose the branch. I can choose any one of the course, any one of the branch. Because I have chosen Java, who is the owner of this course? Shyam. Because I have chosen SR Nagar, who is the owner? Divya. Now tell me, who is the owner of this S01? There are two masters now, but a record will have only one master. Then in that case, boss, whoever is the owner of primary master, whoever is the owner of primary master, he will be the owner of corresponding object, corresponding record. Now the point here we need to understand. If you create two master detail fields, it is called junction object. It is called as what? Junction object. Any custom object which has two master detail fields on it is called junction object. Any custom object which has two master detail fields on it is called junction object. Junction object will maintain many to many relation. Junction object will maintain many to many relation. Every junction object will maintain many to many relation. I repeat, every junction object will maintain many to many relationship. So here junction object has many to many relation. Junction object has many to many relation. Okay. Next, in the junction object, whoever is the owner of the primary master, in the junction object, whoever is the owner of the primary master, he will be the owner of the corresponding. Whoever is the owner of the primary master, he will be the owner of the corresponding junction record. Whoever is the owner of the primary master, he will be the owner of the corresponding junction record. So who is the owner of S01? Shyam is the owner of S01. This is how we create. Right. So whoever is the owner of the primary master, he is the owner of junction record. If I choose a course called Java, from course I have chosen Java. Which branches I can choose? I can choose either SR Nagar or. So what type of relation is this? One to many. If I choose SR Nagar, which course I can choose? Java. So what type of relation is this? One to many, one to many. So it is a many to many relationship. It is a many to many relationship. Junction object will have many to many relationship. Junction object will have many to many relationship. Now, generally in the master detail, if I delete any one of the master, what will happen? Corresponding child records will be deleted. Suppose if I delete a Java, record, then automatically what happened? All the records associated with Java will be deleted. So which records are deleted? S01, S02. If any one master is deleted, that record will be deleted. If I delete LB Nagar, last two records will be. If I delete LB Nagar, last two records will be deleted. If I delete LB Nagar, S02, S03, both the records will be deleted. I hope you are clear. In the junction object, if you delete any one of the master, in the junction object relationship, if any one of the master record is deleted, corresponding child records are also deleted. Next point in this concept, any one of the master is deleted, corresponding childs are deleted. Suppose on the name of Java, there are 300 records. There are 300 students who selected the Java as a course. So in the junction object, how many records we have for Java? 300 GL records. Let us assume there are 300 students who have selected the Java as a course. Then I cannot delete a Java course. Any parent record which has more than 200 child records cannot be deleted. Any parent record which has more than 300 child records in the junction object, it cannot be deleted. I repeat, any parent record which has more than 300 child records in the junction object, it cannot be deleted. I hope you are good with this. Clear for everyone? Am I clear? Let us summarize all the points. 200. I gave 300. Okay. 300 is more than 200. No. Right. Now, any master object, any master record which has more than 200 child records. When I say more than 300, 300 is also more than 200 only. That's I can figure. Any master record which has more than 200 child records cannot be deleted. Okay. Let us summarize the points. What is a junction object? Junction object is a custom object. Junction object is a custom object. Junction object is a custom object. Second point. It has two master detail fields on it. This object has two master detail fields on it. It has two master detail fields on it. Third one. First master detail field what I created is called primary master. Second master detail field what I created is called secondary master. Primary master, secondary master. Now, whoever is the owner of the primary master, he will be the owner of the corresponding junction record. If you delete any one of the master record, all the associated junction records will be deleted. If a junction object has more than 200 child records associated with a particular parent, that parent record cannot be deleted. This is what is called junction object. Now, I have a course and branch. If I want the branch manager to be the owner of the student, then I have to create a branch as primary master. If I want the course master to be the owner of the student, then I have to create a course as the primary master. At the time of designing your database, you have to decide who have to control the junction object. If you want the branch to control, create the branch as primary. If you want the course to control, create the course as primary. I hope you are clear. Any other queries from your end? Clear? So simply it is a concept of two master detail fields on an object. So let me give you. So already I have course, branch, student. Course object, branch object, student object. Now where should I create? Student. Go to student, custom fields and relations, master detail, related to. Now I want branch person to manage. So I have chosen branch as. Then they told sharing setting. If I select read only, anybody who have read access on the branch, they will also have read and write. Okay, create, edit, delete on student. If I choose this, anyone who has read and write access on branch, they can perform create, edit, delete on student. Allow reparenting. Now student can change their branch letter. Lookup filter. Which branches should be displayed? I want to give a condition. Show me only branches from Hyderabad. Show me branches from only Chennai. I can apply a condition. Then we have next. Let us go to the next. Master detail. Next. Related to. Then we have course. Next. Course. Read and write. Allow reprinting. Next. This is how we have created course and branch. I hope you are good. You got a course object and branch object. Now go to student. Do you have any tab for it? If you want to see the object, we require tabs. No tabs are there. How many tabs can be created? One tab and one object. Now, simple process. Within the same mobile phone, will you save two phone numbers, Satish and Satish? Why you want to save? You're in the mobile phone, you're saving two phone numbers. Why you're not saving everything with Satish only? Right? So, similarly in database also is the same concept. Okay, duplication. Now, look at the branch.
Can we create multiple tabs for a single tab?
How many tabs can be created for a single object? Right, that's all. Now, I created a couple of courses, then I have students. Ravi, what we have? Two master details. Ravi from SR Nagar, chosen Java course. As simple as that. Two master details on an object is called junction object. Who will be the owner of the junction record? Primary master. Who is our primary master? Because I created a branch as a primary master, he is the owner of the junction record. If I delete any one of the master, if I delete SR Nagar, this record will be deleted. If I delete Java also, this record will be deleted. I hope you are good. Clear for everyone? Any other queries? Let us see the theoretical information. I hope everybody followed this. Now, I am not mentioning the lighting because one field if we create, same navigation. Only what is happening? If I create one field, same field will repeat. If I create one field, same navigation. Only the data type is changing. What is changing here? Data type is changing. Rest all the things are going to be same. I guess already we have copied the have to rename the page. So here we had junction object. Junction object is a custom object. Junction object has two master detail fields on it. Junction object maintains many-to-many relation. First master detail field created on the junction object is called primary master. Second master detail field created on the junction object is called secondary master. Look and feel and ownership is inherited from primary master. If you delete any master record, corresponding child records are deleted. Any master record has more than 200 child records in the junction object, then we cannot delete that master record. This is what we have created as a junction object, and this is the example of what we have created. We have a course, we have a course object, we have a branch, then we have created a custom object student with the corresponding fields. I hope you are good with this. Clear for everyone? Student first name, last name, phone, email, course, and branch. We are going to make some roll-up summaries also in this, right? I hope everybody followed this example, right? Next one, important one, we are going for is a lookup relation. Next one is a lookup relation. I hope everybody is good with the junction, right? Any queries from online? Any queries from the online? Right. Let us go to the lookup relation. Now the point here is lookup relation is also one-to-many relation. Lookup is also one-to-many relation. Master detail is also one-to-many. Lookup is also one-to-many. Lookup relation can be created on standard object as well as custom object. We can create lookup relation on standard object as well as on custom object. Lookup relation can be created on standard as well as on custom object. Lookup relation can be created on the object which already contains the data or which does not contain the data. Lookup relation can be created on the object which already contains the data or doesn't contain the data. Even the object contains the data, which still can create, we can still create lookup relation, right? Now let us see. Now it is not mandatory field. Lookup relation is not a mandatory field. Lookup relation is not a mandatory field. Lookup relation is not a mandatory field. Then who is the owner of the child record? In the lookup, it is not mandatory. It is not mandatory that every child should have a parent. Child can exist without parent also. There is a reason owner of the child is independent from owner of the parent. And if you delete a parent record, child records will not be deleted. Why it will not be deleted? It is not mandatory that every child should have a parent. Child can exist with or without parent because it is not mandatory field, it is an optional field. Now, almost similar to master detail, but few technical points are slightly different. Let me give you once again. Can I create a master detail on standard object? Look at the point. Setup, build, customize, let us say accounts, fields, choose the data type. Do you have master detail? But do you have lookup? So can I create a lookup on standard object? Yes, we can create. Now, if I go to this account, already it has data, right? Already it has data. Still I am trying to create lookup. Lookup. Next. Who is your parent? Look at this. On account, I am choosing account only as parent. Can I have self relation? Account choosing account as a parent. Now I told account, who is your parent account? Account, who is your parent account? Now Reliance is the group. Under that we have Reliance Fresh, Reliance, okay, Reliance Stores. Now Reliance Fresh when I create, boss, who is your parent? Reliance. Reliance is also one of the company. Reliance Fresh is child of Reliance. Now student referred, which is student? Student referred by which student? Student is also a record. Now student referred by another student. Are you getting my point? Object choosing itself as a parent. Object choosing itself as a parent. Now, which is not allowed in the master. Next. 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 Now, am I able to create lookup field here? Is it a mandatory field? It is not mandatory. Already data is there in the account. Even though there is a data, still I was able to create. Still I was able to create lookup field. So lookup can be created on standard object as well as custom object. Lookup can be created on the table which already contains the data or does not contain the data. Lookup can be created on the object which already contains the data or does not contain the data. So I hope you're good. 4 points. Lookup is a one-to-many relation. Second point, lookup can be created on standard object as well as custom object. Third point, lookup can be created on object which contains the data or does not contain the data. Lookup can be created on object which contains the data or does not contain the data. Third point. Fourth one, I can create self object to object. It is not necessary that I have to choose another object. If you want, I can make the same object as my parent. If you want, I can make the same object as parent. Okay. Now when I created a lookup, still you have owner. When I create a lookup field, still you have owner. What was this? If you create the lookup field, owner field will not be lost. So child will have its own owner, parent will have its own owner. In the master detail, child owner, parent owner will be same. Whoever is the owner of the parent, he is the owner of the child. But whereas in the lookup, child will have its own owner, parent will have its own owner. I hope you are good. Okay. Now, if I delete the parent, child will not be deleted. If I delete the parent, child will not be deleted. Are you getting my point? If you delete the parent, child will not be deleted. But parent can, but child can avoid deletion of parent. If the child want, it can stop the deletion of parent. When you delete the parent, child will not be deleted. But if the child want, it can stop the deletion of parent. There is an option. Don't allow the deletion of my parent. Now, if there is a child using a lookup relation, we can stop the deletion of. If there is a child with the parent, if there is a child with a lookup relation, child can avoid the deletion of parent. Child can avoid deletion of parent. I hope you are good. Now, let us go to another quick point here. Look at this. Look at the PDF file. How many how many how many lookup fields can be created? How many lookups can be created? You only release nodes. Just trying to cross check. So basically, we can create up to 40. We can create up to 40 lookup fields. How many lookup fields you can create? 40 lookup fields. There is a limits actually. I thought of showing you documentation. Just let me. Yeah, it's only released document. So any couldn't get that point, it's okay. So we can create 40 lookup fields altogether. How many lookup fields you can create? 40 lookup fields you can create. We can create 40 lookup fields. Maximum 40 lookup keys. Right, okay, it's okay. Let's go back to the next one. Now generally in the master detail, how many we can create? 2 we can create. Lookup we can go up to 40. All relations together, 40 we can create. Now in the master detail, we have only 2. Now let us see how to create it. So I have student payment. On the payment, student payment branch course. I am trying to create a relationship. Course object. Already it has owner here. Then I am creating field, custom field, lookup relation, Next, I'm choosing. Next, there is nothing new you find here. Clear the when you delete it, when you delete the parent, what should happen? Child lookup field should be blank. If I choose this, if I choose this, don't allow the deletion of parent record. If I choose this, don't allow the deletion of parent record. Lookup filter we know. Next, next, next. We have got course. Now, when I create a lookup field, also still we have. If I delete the branch, still the course will be available. But I enable the option, right? Do not allow the deletion of branch. Now look at this. Now go to KBHP, try to delete. It says you cannot delete KBHP. It has a child called Oracle. Why? Because we enable an option called when you have child, when I am a child of some parent, don't allow the deletion of that parent. When I am a child of some parent, don't allow the deletion of that parent. Go back to this. This is what I told. Don't allow the deletion. If I enable this, I have no issue with this. Go to the branch, KBHP. I disable that option. Is that was clear? People have followed here? Clear for everyone?
Could you repeat that again, Satish, please?
If when enable, don't allow the deletion of my parent. Don't allow the deletion of my parent. If you enable that, record which has a child using a lookup relation cannot be deleted. If I disable that, parent can be deleted. If I enable that, if I am a child of any one of the parent record, don't allow the deletion of that parent. If I am a child of any one of the parent record, don't allow the deletion of that parent record. I hope you are good.
Satish, once the data is filled in these tables, can we play around with these options or?
Yes. No issue with that.
Okay.
Now, look at this. It is one-to-many relation. It can be created on both standard object and custom object. It can be created on both the objects which contain the data or does not contain the data. Then we have, if you delete master record, corresponding child records will not be deleted. If you delete the master record, corresponding child records will not be deleted. Owner of the parent record, owner of the child record can be same or different. It is not mandatory that owner of the parent will be owner of the child. We can create 40 lookup fields on an object. It is an optional field. It is not necessary that it's a mandatory. It is not necessary that every child should have a parent. We can create a self lookup. An object can choose itself as a parent. I can create a lookup by choosing myself as a parent. Don't allow the deletion of lookup record, which is a part of lookup relation. If we enable this option, parent record which has a child using lookup cannot be deleted. Parent record which has a child using a lookup. If you are a parent, you have one child record using a lookup relation, you will not be allowed to delete. Okay. This is what I give. I hope you are good with this. People are good with this? Clear for everyone? Okay. Now, see, if it doesn't have a parent, no issue. The question is, if there is a parent, you are trying to delete the parent, then there is an issue. If you don't have any parent, there is no issue, right? There is no, see, here the problem is, you can delete the child, there is no problem. The problem is only when you are deleting parent. If you have a parent, and if you are trying to delete a parent, then only the question is coming. If you don't have a parent, no issue. If you want to delete a child, no issue. The issue is with deletion of parent, not with the child. I hope you are good. People are good with this? Right. So basically, both of them are one too many. When do you go to master detail? When do you go to lookup? If you want parent to control the child completely, master detail. No, I just need a relation. I don't want the parent to control the child. Then I'll go for lookup. When I say without parent, child should not exist, master detail. Okay, child may or may not have a parent, lookup relation. When I say child cannot exist without parent, child cannot exist without parent, master detail. Child may or may not exist. Okay, child can exist without parent, lookup relation. As simple as that. If you say child cannot exist without parent, master. Child can exist without parent, lookup. As simple as that. I hope you are good. Okay. Now let me give you a quick points here. Somebody is asked me if already there is a data, can we exercise these options or not? Let me answer the question. What is the relation we have? Master detail. Is it? Change the field type. Converting into now. Already in the payment object there is a data. No data, no issue. Now let me create. When it is not master detail, payment has its own. Payment record has its own owner. Right. So we had a couple of records here. Now, if you want to make it still, I will do one thing. This is a data. Now the field itself I am deleting. Now it is a table boss. As per your requirement, you keep on making it. Provided there are no dependencies. Now we have payment object. There are no lookup field, right? But there is some data in the table. So already when relation is existing, I deleted the field, right? Here the question is, customer want, the client want, master, the client, already we have some data. Now he gave a new business requirement. He brought a new business requirement. Okay, in the business requirement document, he has given, boss, customer, every payment should be made by a customer only. Without a customer name, payment cannot be made. Initially, there is no mandatory option. Anybody can make a payment. Later on, in the next business requirement, he has given us customer, only customer can make a payment, and on the payment, we require a customer name. Now, already there are thousands of records in the database. Now, he gave a new requirement saying that, okay, payment should be made by only customer, and we should select the customer before making a payment. Now, already we have a data. Now, what is indirectly trying to tell? He is trying to tell, make it as a master detail. Customer and payment, make it as a master detail. But already there are thousands of records in the database. If it is a new, I can create it. But it is not a new, already data is existing in the table. When data is already existing in the table, he is asking us to create a master detail. Practically, we cannot create master detail on an object which already contains data. So I will not be able to create a master detail. So what are the objects he has given? Customer, You ask the customer to be a master on payment object. So what should I do? Can I create a lookup field on the payment? So on the payment, create a lookup field choosing customer as a master. Create a lookup field choosing customer as a master. On the table which is already containing the data, I can create a lookup field. There is no problem. Am I right? So which object I have to choose? Choose the customer and make a lookup field on the payment. That's what I'm going to do first. Now on the table which already contains the data is asking us to create master detail. So what I'm doing, go to the object, lookup relation, next, customer, so we created a lookup relation on the payment. Then go to every record in the lookup field, assign some parent. Go to every record in the payment, go to every record in the payment, assign some value, assign some value in every lookup field. After creating a lookup, go to every child record, assign some value in the lookup field. Go to every child record, assign some value in the lookup field. Go to every child record, assign some value in the lookup field. Go to every child record, assign some value in the lookup field. Now convert lookup to master detail. Edit, change the field type, master detail. Now we made the field as master detail. So what did I do? First create lookup field, go to every record. I have only 2 records, so I went to every record, modified. If you have 1 lakh records, if you have 1 lakh records, then I cannot do it like this. So we'll be using ETL tools, maybe a data loader or a MuleSoft or JetRabbit, or we'll use some ETL tools, update the data. Because there are only 2 records, manually I went to every record, assign the value in the lookup field. So create a lookup field and assign some parent record ID for every lookup field. Then change the data type from lookup to master detail. Are you getting my point? Look at the format. Now again, I am converting the master detail to lookup again. Now what we have? We have the field is converted into lookup. When you say lookup, child can be created without any data. We created. Now again I am trying to convert lookup to master detail. Now did I go to this record and assign some value in the lookup? In this record, I have not assigned the value in the lookup. I just created a record without assigning any value in the lookup. Try to convert the lookup again. Edit. Change the field type. Change the field type. Master detail. Next. Cannot create master detail. Why you cannot create a master detail? Right. Now there is a record whose value is not entered. There is a record whose value is not entered. Unless we assign value of unless we assign the value of unless we assign the value of every unless we assign the value of unless we assign the value for every lookup field. In the lookup field, in every lookup field, we are supposed to assign the value. If you don't assign it, do not accept. Now the failed because I created a new record without any lookup value. Now go to this. Now go to convert now. So this is how master detail is created. I hope you are good. If already data is there, you want to change the data types, then we can do this. I hope you are good. Okay. How to create master detail on the object which already contains data. Work on the process. Steps to create master detail on the object which already contains data. Right, boss? Okay. Now let us go to the next one. I hope you are good with this. So lookup master detail, how to migrate from lookup to master, master to lookup. Master to lookup, there is no issue. Only lookup to master is the issue. Last relation, hierarchical relation. What was this hierarchical relation? When I say hierarchical relation, listen carefully. User to user relation. User to user relation. In the company, who is your manager? In the company, who is your manager? One of the employee only manager. You are the one of the employee will be your manager. So what is that? User to user relation. Now, who is your reporting manager? Who is your regional manager? Who is your zonal manager? Who is your point of contact? Now what was that? User to user. User to user is called hierarchical relation. Hierarchical relation can be created only on user object. Where can I create this relation? Only on user object. It is to create one-to-one. User to user relation. Hierarchical relation can be created only on user object. Let me show you this. Setup, build, customize, users, setup, build, customize, users. Then we have fields, user, custom fields, new. What we have here? Next. Sales manager. Every executive will have some sales manager. Next. Space not accepted. Next. What is the navigation? Setup, build, customize, users, fields, custom fields, hierarchical. We don't have lookup and rollup. We don't have lookup and okay master detail. Only hierarchy. Next, it is a one-to-one relation which can be created only on user object. How do you see that? Go to administer, manage users, users. When I'm trying to create a new user, last, who is your sales manager? Who is your? Whenever I'm creating a new employee, I'll tell he is your sales manager and he is your regional manager. Whenever I'm creating a new employee, I'm telling you, this guy will be your sales manager, this guy will be your regional manager. Right? There will be number of executives, number of sales manager, but you are working under whom? I'm mentioning here. User to user relation is called hierarchical relationship. User to user relation is called hierarchical relation. It can be created only on user object. That's what I have mentioned here. Hierarchical. It can be created only on user object. This is one-to-one relation. It is used to create a relation between user to user. Steps, I got setup, build, I have customize, users, fields, custom fields and relations, new. Then choose the data type as hierarchical, enter the data. How do you see that fields? How to check it? How to test it? How you test the fields? Setup, administer, manage users, then you will be finding that particular field created. This is for testing whether a field was created or not. This is for creating the field. Right? So how many relations we have now? Master detail, lookup, junction, hierarchical. Master detail, lookup, junction, hierarchical. Master detail, lookup, junction, hierarchical. Now, very important point. I hope clear everyone is good. Everyone is good? Okay. Listen carefully. One quick point. One quick point before I wind up this. This is a Salesforce. I have customer object, I created a master detail. Where is the object? In the Salesforce, we have customer object, payment object. We established a relation between these two objects. Now both the objects are in Salesforce. In the Salesforce, we created two objects, customer and payment, and we are establishing a relation between them. What was that? Master detail. Lookup. Or else we have one more object, loan. When I create a junction object also, all the three objects are in Salesforce. Now, lookup, master detail, junction object, hierarchical, all these relations are established on the objects which are created in the database of the Salesforce. Right. Let us say I have database, SAP database. Example I have taken. I have database in SAP. In this database, I have object called Now, I want to establish a relation between the employee and leaves. Now, employee is in Salesforce database, leaves is in SAP database, let us say Oracle or SQL Server or SAP application. Now, you want to establish relation between two objects where one is in Salesforce, other one is in external system. Then we go for a relation called external lookup. What is the relation here? External lookup. Now, the tables which are in the Salesforce, if you want to establish a relation, lookup, master detail, junction object, hierarchy. But if I want to refer to the data which is outside the Salesforce and I want to create a relation, then I will go for external lookup. I have a table in the Salesforce. I want to have a table in the Salesforce. I want to have a table in the Salesforce which is having a relation with I have a table in the Salesforce, employee and leave, some XYZ object boss. Now, I want to establish a relation between table in the Salesforce, table outside the Salesforce. Then what we need to do? We need to create external lookup. So, slight integration is required for this. Okay, but I'll tell you the concept first. Then we'll, at the right time, I'll introduce that external lookup. Okay, but let us understand the concept of this. Theoretically, I'll just complete it. At the right time, I will give you execution of this also. But understand the concept. This is SAP, let us say. Let us assume I have some tables here. Now, these people feel this is a sensitive data for this application. These people feel that is a sensitive data. They don't want this data to be saved on Salesforce. These people feel it is a sensitive data. So, they don't want this data to be saved on Salesforce. It is an external application. They told, boss, this is very sensitive. We don't want to take a risk of giving this data outside. If you want, connect to me, take what you want, use it. But I will not allow you to save. They say, it is very sensitive data. I will not allow you to save. If you want, you can connect to me, refer to the data, use it and leave. Are you getting my point? Now, if you want, you can connect to me, use my data and leave, but I don't want you to save this data on your database. Then what Salesforce will do? First they will create a connection. There's a connection for creation of external objects. What was it? External objects. When they establish the connection, all the objects in the SAP, which is not only SAP, any system. I just took a SAP as an example. Okay. I'll establish a connection by giving my credentials. Then all the table names will be displayed here. What will be displayed here? Tables. Otherwise, how do I know which tables are there in SAP? If I want to choose one of the object as my parent, which objects are there? How do I know? So first, what I have to do? Salesforce will establish a connection with this database. Once they establish a connection by giving the credentials, maybe endpoint URL, username, password, whatever the credential they require. If I give that, all the list of tables in there in the external system, they will be displayed in the Salesforce. These are called now external. Why these objects are not in Salesforce? They are available outside the Salesforce, but I am trying to use within the Salesforce. That's why they are called as external object. Now here, I have a table in the Salesforce. This table is trying to create a relation with this. Now, is this the table belongs to Salesforce? No. You are creating a relation with the external object. So, it is called, this is called external relation. Right? Now, when the table come, data will not come. Only table and fields will come. Right? When you want, you can get the data. You can search the data and get it. You cannot save it. You can search the data, get the data. Are you getting my point? Now this application failed, boss. I will share my data, but I don't want to save on your database. It is very sensitive data for my application. It is very sensitive data for my application. If you want, I will give my data, but I will not allow you to save. Then what is the concept I have to do? Then establish with the external database connection. Then get all the tables in the external database into your application. We are only getting tables, not data. That is called external objects. External objects means objects of external system to which you are connected. List of object names, list of external object names to which you are connected. Objects will come. If you establish a relation between Salesforce object and external object, that is called external relationship or external lookup. I hope theoretically you are clear about this. To do this, we need to understand how to establish a connection between two systems first. Salesforce to external system. I'll do it at the later time. Okay, I don't want to terrify you at this beginning of the classes. Now, this concept is clear. Object and external object clear. Objects what we create in Salesforce. External object, tables from external application or table. We need to establish a connection, get the table names. Then if you want to establish a connection between Salesforce table and external table, that is external lookup will be used. Right? I hope you are good. Clear for everyone? That's all from my end.